Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Gemma Toner. She's the founder of Tone Networks. We're going to learn about getting a seat at the table and empowering tomorrow's female leaders. Gemma, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
At Market Site. This platform provides women to access the tools, the resources to build their executive profiles. Tell us more about it.
That's right. Tone Networks is a micro-learning and leadership platform designed to empower women, female employees. And we do that in a couple of ways. We actually create what we call micro-learning videos, which give women access to all different types of topics, and I'll get to that in a moment. We also create a community by hosting live streaming events where women can also learn together. And last, we actually work with companies and actually enable those companies to then use female role models and leaders to actually help women engage with the product.
So it sounds like executive coaching, not just for professional development, but also personal development.
It is, because last time we all checked, when you cross the threshold into your office, you are not just your job, right? You are both your job and your personal life. And especially with technology today, we find that is, there are no hard lines. So when it comes to Tone and the content that we offer, we're offering executive coaching on how to get a seat at the table, to how to deal with the office hothead, or my boss is a narcissist, that's sometimes a popular one, to stakeholders, to, what do I do when my kids lie, to relationships at home, to self-care. It's a very important part of how you arrive at the office is, kind of on your way to work, what's happening. And when you can arrive to work with your best self there, you're just going to do better.
All right, let's look about a case study. Atlanta Braves, which we think would be very male-dominated, partnered with Tone Networks. That's interesting. Tell us about that relationship.
Well, it's so exciting. So they are our first professional sports team. We are talking to a whole bunch of other teams, which is great. And their objective was really to get leadership and executive coaching to all the women at the Atlanta Braves. And so we had a very forward-thinking leader and a very supportive C-suite there that said, let's do it. And so we launched there in July, and it's been extraordinary. One of the metrics that we use to see success is engagement, and we have super high engagement with the women at the Atlanta Braves.
I think it's really interesting how you have a community aspect built into the platform, so you don't feel like you're alone.
And that's it. I mean, that's, we did a lot of research in developing Tone Networks. I'm a data wonk in a lot of ways. And women played that back to us on all fronts, whether it was in their personal or professional life, they felt alone. And so what we do, the platform itself, the interface allows you to interact during our live streaming events, not only with the experts, but also to interact with each other. And oftentimes, as women, sometimes we don't want to ask that question, but somebody else did, and so you can actually learn from the other people that are in the discussion group with you.
And the feedback that you have with women who are on this platform, are they seeing movement moving up in the corporate ladder?
I think what we're seeing so far, because again, it does take time, things don't happen overnight, we're seeing a much greater level of getting a seat at the table, raising their hand, right? It's a step. Our focus is to really help women move through that talent pipeline and to work with companies that see that as a goal, and it's in their KPIs.
All right, amazing, Gemma. Thanks so much for joining us at Market Site.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.